Hello everyone, welcome back to bisptrainings.com. My name is Sumit and I'm going to talk about one of a very common requirement in financial reportings. As you know that once the report is prepared, it will be shared to our CFO in the form of a dashboard or maybe on a website or through any other medium. And every time to get the updation in that report, whenever we update our data, so to update the report, we need to refresh the page, we need to refresh the report. So I would like to demonstrate you how can we prepare an auto updated report in Python. So what exactly my requirement is, as you can see here in this chart, I have demonstrated the month wise total expenditure, that how much, what's the total expenditure, what's the uh, total amount we have spent in every month. So for this, first of all, let me tell you the data which I have used here. That's the data which I'm using. And in this data, you can see here we have few columns, like here we have amounts and also we have got periods. So January, and they are in repetition because even in month as well, in January, in the year two, in the same year, they are repeating. So my requirement is that as soon as this data gets updated here, or if the amount gets updated, or if any new records get added in the data set, this report should be refreshed automatically. So I would like this chart should perform or act like a live reporting. So how can we create that? How can we do that? So for this, let's start the GUI. First of all, I load the editor, script editor, and in this script editor, I create a new file and import the libraries. Import pandas as PD, import numpy as np, import matplotlib as plt, and also import matplotlib plot as plt, matplotlib dot animation as animation, and also I need to import time to set the time. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure dot ax is equal to plt dot subplot, plots, basically subplots. Then I use this animation function, animate function, basically animate, and pass number here I. Then first I read the data. Data is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and the data is stored on my D drive financial data dot csv. I would like to group it by period. So period is equal to data dot group by period. I want to calculate net sales. Net sales is equal to by period dot apply, and here I use lambda expression x colon x, and the calculation will be done on financial element equal net sales, because my requirement is I would like to calculate the aggregate sale or total expenditure done. So sum. Next statement will be used to find out the unique periods. PD dot unique length of period. I set ax dot clear, so this will clear the plot. Then ax dot plot, it will plot the line chart index dot net sales, comma, and that's the color. Then plt dot x text to display the values on the x label. So index comma period comma rotation equal to vertical. I set the rotation as well. plt dot title month wise total expenditure. Then ax dot set underscore x label month, or we can set period as well. Ax dot set underscore y label, and here net amount. So this will plot it, but because if we have add this in this animate function, so we need to call this animate function by using this animation library. So how to call it? I call it by using, I create an instance ani is equal to animation dot. So there is a function, animation function. In this we need to pass the figure, call this animate function, and this I basically at what interval would you like to call this function? Would you like to refresh this function or call this function? So I pass here interval. So the third parameter will be interval is equal to, I set it to 500. 500 it's in milliseconds, so it means half second, and then plt dot show. So let's save this. I'll save this sample 123 and let's test it. Okay, I just did I need to calculate, means I need to find out the unique from here. So this function is wrong. Actually, this is calculate the index. So I write unique and data dot period dot ravel, and I need to create an index as well. I need to define one index. So for index I set index is equal to np dot range len of period and brackets. So as you can see here, when I run the program, when I run the code, I'll get this kind of output. Now this graph is not changing right now, but this graph will change as soon as I change the value in my data set. So for example, I get to the data set and I simply change the values. So I'll set the value here. For example, I change this value to 145785, and you can see the graph will change. It will affect the graph. We need to save it, and as soon as we saved it, the graph change. So you see, it affects the graph as soon as we change the value, or we create a new record, or we set the value, so the graph change. So this is how whenever any action performs on the data, it reflects on the graph, and the graph change or the charts change, so that a user will always get the updated chart, and the chart is basically it's refreshing automatically, so it can be act like a live chart or live chart reporting to the clients or to our users. So that's all in this video. If you have any queries, you can write to us on www.bisptrainings.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can write to us, you can get to us. Keep watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.